Welcome to the new series of Nighty Tales, the Seabreeze Bistro. In this series, we'll take you to a tranquil little town where you can experience the warmth of its restaurant and the healing stories it holds. Here, Max, a chef who once worked as a head chef in a Michelin-starred restaurant, chose to leave behind the hustle of big cities and start anew. In each episode, we'll explore Max's culinary skills and his journey, delving into the deep connections between food and people and the moments that soothe the soul. Tonight, he will present us with a special dish: lemon butter baked fish with rosemary potatoes. This dish not only showcases Max's relentless pursuit of culinary perfection, but also reflects his love for a simple, peaceful life. With each knife stroke and every perfect adjustment of heat in the kitchen, the atmosphere of the entire restaurant shifts, growing warmer and more healing. Now close your eyes, relax your body and mind, and join us as we step into this town restaurant, filled with healing and warmth. As night falls, Seabreeze Town takes on a special tranquility. The sea breeze gently brushes by, carrying the salty air, offering a wordless sense of relaxation. The streets glow with the warm light spilling from the windows of restaurants. Occasionally you hear the soft murmur of locals chatting, their steps slow and unhurried, as though time here moves at its own pace. The sound of waves softly lapping against the shore in the distance brings a calming, peaceful presence, as if gently soothing anyone who has come here. This little town is not large, but it holds a deep sense of healing. The coffee shops along the street hum with soft music, and the artisan shops outside display beautiful little trinkets, giving off a feeling of warmth and serenity. The pace of life here is slow, with everyone seemingly in search of a way to live harmoniously with nature. This slower rhythm becomes infectious, easing each visitor who arrives. At the heart of the town stands a special restaurant, Seabreeze Bistro. Nestled by the sea, the restaurant boasts a traditional wooden cabin exterior, with a simple sign hanging at the entrance. The warm light spilling from the windows invites anyone who might be lost in the world outside to step in and find solace within. As you walk through the door, you are immediately greeted by the rich aromas of the food and the gentle background music, which immediately puts you at ease. The restaurant's decor is minimalist, yet inviting, with photographs taken by Max himself adorning the walls, capturing moments of the town's beauty and snapshots from within the bistro. The outdoor seating faces the sea, where the sound of the gently crashing waves and the warm sea breeze create an atmosphere of relaxation and peace. Here, it's not just the food that heals, but the intimate connection with nature that permeates every meal, making you feel the town's warmth and restorative power in each bite. Max, the owner of the restaurant, is always quietly in the kitchen, focusing intently on preparing each dish. His expression is calm yet focused, and although he doesn't rush to showcase his skills, each dish he presents leaves a lasting impression. Amy, the restaurant's manager, greets every customer with a bright smile and engages in easy conversations, offering warm care and attention to all who enter. Often you'll find Jane seated by the window, a book in her hands, enjoying the peaceful moments that belong solely to her. Her smile has become another symbol of the restaurant, adding to the calm ambiance. Jane is a regular at the bistro, and every time she visits, she brings with her a sense of tranquility. A writer by profession, she often comes here to find inspiration, and her words always carry the unique calm and warmth of Seabreeze town. Jane prefers to sit by the window, savoring the aroma of her coffee and the feeling of the sea breeze on her face. She always has a smile, exchanging a few words with Max or sharing stories with Amy about the town. She is one of the town's witnesses, and her presence in the restaurant has become as much a part of it as the food. Her being here adds an extra layer of serenity and healing to the bistro. In Seabreeze town, people don't rush through their days. They take their time, savoring the warmth in every detail. Whether it's the dishes Max carefully prepares, or the company of Amy and Jane, every moment here is filled with healing energy. Anyone sitting in this space feels a sense of ease and tranquility, as though the worries of the world are swept away by the sea breeze, leaving only calm and contentment behind. Max, the owner and head chef of Seabreeze Bistro, is a man whose culinary skills are nothing short of extraordinary. Having once held the title of head chef at a top Michelin restaurant, he developed an impeccable mastery of his craft. Every dish he creates is a pursuit of perfection, marked by his precise attention to detail. From the selection of ingredients to the perfect balance of flavors and textures, Max is passionate about exploring various cooking techniques in regional cuisines. His specialty lies in fusion cuisine, where he blends the elegance of French culinary traditions with the fresh flavors of Mediterranean ingredients, creating a unique dining experience that transcends mere cooking. It becomes an art. Yet, despite the acclaim he received in the world of Michelin-starred dining, Max began to feel a deep sense of emptiness and fatigue. The fast-paced, high-pressure life in the city, coupled with an endless pursuit of perfection, slowly made him lose sight of himself. During a trip to Seabreeze town, Max encountered the peacefulness and simplicity of the place, and it struck a chord deep within him. He realized that this town could offer him the opportunity to reconnect with his inner peace. So, he made the life-changing decision to leave the bustling city behind, opening his restaurant here in the tranquil town. With his love for food and a desire to share the healing power of his dishes, Max set out to bring warmth to everyone who entered his doors. At Seabreeze Bistro, Max is not just a chef. He is a healer who communicates with his guests through food. He believes that food does more than satisfy hunger. It has the power to heal the soul. Each dish he creates carries his emotions, and he aims to make every guest feel the comforting, healing energy infused in every bite. Max's approach to healing extends beyond the flavors of the food. It's about the connection he fosters with each guest. One autumn evening, he noticed a traveler sitting quietly in a corner, appearing lost in thought and somewhat forlorn. Instead of immediately asking what was wrong, Max quietly prepared a special dish, a heartwarming autumn vegetable soup, seasoned with aromatic spices and a hint of sweet pumpkin. "Life can be exhausting at times," Max softly said, "but simple warmth can heal the heart." As the traveler sipped the soup, a sense of comfort began to appear in his eyes. From that moment on, the traveler became a regular. Whenever life weighed him down, he would return to the bistro, seeking the soothing soup and engaging in heart-to-heart conversations with Max about life. Max's bistro became a sanctuary for his soul, and many others, through the simple healing power of food, found peace in their hearts. Max's pursuit of perfection extends beyond his culinary creations. It permeates every aspect of his life. He is also an avid photographer, particularly drawn to capturing the serene moments of Seabreeze Town's sunrises and sunsets. Through his camera lens, Max documents the tranquil beauty of nature, with each photograph serving as a reflection of his thoughts and inner peace. In addition, every morning, Max practices meditation and yoga. He believes these practices help him maintain calm in the fast-paced environment of his kitchen, and also keep his body and mind flexible. Through meditation and yoga, Max learned to find inner peace amidst the rapid pace of life. This serenity is mirrored in his cooking. Every dish he prepares is akin to a deep meditation, with each adjustment to ingredients and cooking times reflecting his respect and thoughtfulness toward food. He believes that every dish is not just a sensory experience, but also a means of emotional expression. Today, Max's Bistro has become a beloved part of Seabreeze Town. His culinary skills continue to amaze, but what truly makes his food exceptional is the warmth and care he imbues into each dish. His bistro has become a true sanctuary for the soul, a place where guests find not only comfort in food, but also in the peaceful ambiance Max creates. Every time someone enters the restaurant, Max, with his calm concentration, offers them a unique emotional experience. Here, every bite of food is a form of solace for the heart. Living in Seabreeze town, running his restaurant, and getting to know the various guests who come through his doors, Max is quietly writing his own story. It's a story of healing. One dish, one conversation, and one peaceful moment at a time. Max had prepared something special for the evening's menu. Lemon butter baked fish with rosemary potatoes. Every dish that came out of his kitchen was a reflection of his dedication to both ingredient selection and culinary technique, and this dish was no exception. He started by choosing the freshest codfish from the local market. The fillets were thick, tender, and full of flavor, perfect for the dish he had in mind. Max's standards for selecting ingredients were rigorous. Each piece of fish was carefully inspected, ensuring there were no imperfections. He then crafted a homemade lemon butter sauce, the perfect balance of rich creaminess and zesty citrus, to coat the fish. The oven was preheated to 180 degrees, and Max gently placed the fish inside, setting an exact cooking time to ensure the flesh remained tender and juicy, while the exterior developed a subtle golden crust. Meanwhile, he turned his attention to the rosemary potatoes. Max sliced fresh potatoes into chunks, tossing them in olive oil, minced garlic, sea salt, and rosemary, ensuring every piece was evenly coated. He added the potatoes to the oven, placing them alongside the fish to slow roast. The scent of rosemary infused the potatoes, enhancing their natural flavors and making the whole kitchen smell inviting. When the fish and potatoes were finally ready, the kitchen was filled with the fragrant aromas of lemon and rosemary. Max took great care in plating the dish, ensuring that each piece of fish was perfectly presented, its texture pristine. The potatoes, crispy on the outside and soft on the inside, were just right. When the plates were brought to the tables, the guests' eyes widened in appreciation at the sight of the beautifully composed dish. The moment the guests took their first bite, the flavors blended harmoniously. The lemon butter sauce provided a delicate tang, balancing the richness of the butter, while the fish retained its flaky, tender texture. The rosemary potatoes were perfectly roasted, their crispy exterior giving way to a soft, flavorful center. The rosemary's earthy aroma had seeped into every bite, creating a delicious layer of complexity. As the guests savored the meal, a calm, contented feeling seemed to spread through the room. The warmth and peace Max had infused into his food wrapping around each of them. As dinner came to a close, the light in the restaurant softened to a gentle glow. casting a peaceful, quiet ambiance over the room. Max stood at the kitchen door, watching as every table filled with guests now wore satisfied, contented smiles. Each dish, like an unspoken journey, had carried with it the deep connection between Max and the ingredients. A conversation of sorts, a dialogue of flavor and intent. Tonight's special lemon butter baked fish with rosemary potatoes was simple, yet it held Max's refined understanding of food and life. Each plate was not only a pursuit of culinary excellence, but also a form of spiritual comfort. Max stood there, quietly observing the tranquility and warmth his guests received, realizing that his attention to detail, his dedication, was gently influencing their moods, allowing them to find solace in their meal. Amy, as always, was graceful and efficient, her presence bringing a relaxed, welcoming atmosphere to the restaurant. Her attention to each guest's needs was a silent but powerful support to Max, ensuring that every person who walked through the door found their own comfort and peace in the bistro. Jane, seated at her table, savored every bite of the thoughtful dinner. There were no words spoken, but the expression on her face and the stillness of her posture spoke volumes of her gratitude and satisfaction. She wasn't simply enjoying the flavors. She was enveloped by the calm and warmth that emanated from the restaurant itself. As the evening wore on and the last few guests slowly made their way out, Max tidied up the tables, wiping down the warm wooden surfaces with a quiet reverence. The bustling of the day had come to an end, but the peace and contentment lingered. It stayed in the food, in the air, in every interaction and every shared moment. Here in Seabreeze Bistro, Max had found a connection deeper than the kitchen's work. It was with the world, with life itself. Each meal, each meeting, was not just a fleeting experience, but a chapter in a continuing story. One that Max knew would unfold with every plate served, every conversation shared, and every heart touched.